One, looking into a puddle, sees dirt in it. The other, stars reflected in it. If you punish a child for what is bad and reward for what is good, then he will do good for the sake of profit. If a man makes himself a worm, he must not complain when he is trodden on. The reading of all good books is like a conversation with the finest minds of past centuries. We are not rich by what we possess, but by what we can do without. The death of dogma is the birth of reality. Happiness is not an ideal of reason, but of imagination. It is not thoughts that need to be taught, but thinking. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is an organized life. Give a person everything that he desires, and at the same moment, he will feel that this is not everything. Character is the ability to act according to principles. A person rarely thinks about darkness and the light, about trouble and happiness, and contentment, about suffering and, conversely, always thinks about light in the darkness, about happiness in the trouble, about prosperity in poverty. Man is the only being who needs education. Marriage is the union of two people of different sexes, with a view to the mutual possession of each other's sexual attributes for the duration of their lives. The ability to ask reasonable questions is a sign of intelligence and discernment. The destiny of a woman is to rule. The destiny of a man is to reign, because passion rules and the mind reigns. What is beautiful is what you like regardless of the meaning. Genius is the ability to independently arrive at and understand concepts that would normally have to be taught by another person. Act only according to that maxim, by which you can, at the same time, that it should become a universal law. The freedom to wave your arms ends at the tip of the other person's nose. Sometimes we have to deny knowledge in order to make room for faith. All the interests of my reason, speculative as well as practical, combine in the three following questions. 1. What can I know? 2. What ought I to do? 3. What may I hope? Dare to think. Have the courage to use your own intelligence. Humanity is the ability to participate in the fate of other people. A man is jealous when he loves, a woman even when she does not love, because the admirers won by other women disappear from the circle of her admirers. Children should be brought up, not for the present, but for the future, perhaps a better state of the family. Death is most afraid of those people whose life has the greatest value. Out of the crooked timber of humanity, no straight thing was ever made. Whoever has given up excesses has gotten rid of hardships. Have the courage to use your own mind, think your own thoughts, and live your own life. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason. The cheerful expression on the face will gradually be reflected in the inner world. Smile. A person can become a person only through education. Every person is what education made him. The life of people devoted only to pleasure without a reason and without morality has no value. He who fearfully cares about how not to lose his life will never rejoice in this life. An evil person cannot be happy, for being alone with himself, he remains alone with the villain. The busier we are, the more acutely we feel that we live, the more conscious we are of life. Do not treat others as a way to achieve your own goals. Women make even the men more sophisticated. Only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. Rules for happiness. Something to do, someone to love, something to hope for. Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play. The more habits, the less freedom. You should not fear being refuted. You should fear something else. To be incomprehensible.